Hey, really good to see you again. I'm so sorry it's taken so long to bring out an update for the ComBadge. I've been working on quite a few other projects. Videos will come out about those shortly. I'm winging this, so there's no script, so forgive me for the pauses and the breaks. But let's get into it. So, obviously on screen you can see the prototype for version 1 of the ComBadge. There's been quite a few updates, and I'd like to get into them. Bear with me for a moment. So let's talk about version 1. That big grey touch panel at the front. It acted like quite a big antenna. It would receive random touches and random activations and then miss some. It wasn't great. It was a 3D printed dome, or a bit of a dome, that I had coated with graphite paint for guitar shielding. I did the same with those buttons on the sides. They're capacitive buttons, painted with the graphite paint, polished up, and then copper plated. And then I used some multi-purpose sealer for art, painting, decoration stuff, just to seal it, to stop the copper peeling off. That's why you see it's got like a bit of a shiny sheen over the top of the copper buttons, and the copper started degrading as well. It wasn't perfect, but I learned a lot, internally. Let's just pause it there. Pick back a little bit. There we go. I hope you can see the mouse. On the right hand side we've got this little amplifier, which was, I think, 3 watt amplifier, 8 ohms for speaker output. It was alright. I mean, it's not great. The power supply on the left, that was limited to 600 milliamps initially. I did upgrade it to a 1.2 amp because it kept getting brownouts on the ESP32. Yeah, with the 1.2 amp one, it was much better, much better. But yes, quite a few issues. The microphone at the top, it was alright. It works great. It needed quite a bit of, how do I say, smoothing on the input. There was a lot of choppy data, a lot of noise, but it's getting there. The capacitive touch inputs worked, but again they weren't great. So update version 2, new case design with a flat top piece and a flat bottom piece. The flat top piece obviously has a little hole for the microphone input, but if we remove it, you see it's got a trackpad style array like on a laptop. That gives us multi-touch gesture controls. Let's bring it up a little bit so you can see it. Nice and flat. PCBs have been updated with the ESP32, seagulls outside, ESP32 S3, so now it's far more powerful. Also, I've built a Wi-Fi version and a 4G version, so we don't really have any need for the server. As before, a couple of people mentioned it was clunky, and I agree. Yeah, it wasn't the best design. But this one's a full-fledged mobile phone, voice activated using the ESP32 S3 speech recognition. It's on board. There's no sending data up to the cloud to get transposed and translated and back down to the device. It's all on board, locally done. Pre-programmed command phrases, but working on those. Things like call dad or call contact 1. Combining that with things like create contact and storing contacts, editing contacts with the Wi-Fi enabled web app page. Yeah, quite a few updates. Quite excited as well. It's got an SD card slot as well as the SIM card slot. Dual NeoPixel RGB LEDs for status and signal and connection notifications and stuff, and USB-C charging as well as data. What else have we got? Still got the touch capacitive touch buttons, but at the moment I don't have any on here. I do have the layouts on the original motherboard underneath the... Sorry, bear with me. Deselect everything. No, I want that one. If we move the touchpad out of the way, that's the back of the touchpad. Come on. Yes, you see we've got the markings still on the PCBs for the left and right side buttons, but because all of it's been attached to, sorry, not all of it, because we're using the trackpad array, we can use gestures. So you've got up, down, left, right, single finger, multiple finger gestures, single tap, double tap. All of these are built in by the little MCH6102 chip. Yeah, so it's getting there. I've also designed a series of different covers with lots of engraved images in them. So we've got things like Metatron's cube, the seed of life, Macabre symbol, yin yang. I'm quite a spiritual person, so into the occult symbology. Excuse me. This is a circuit design. Let's have a quick look. Just a circuit engraved into the top. Something a bit different. It's all just very lightly engraved. You can see it's very slight engravings in there. Same with a couple of lizards, and my niece asked me for this lion, which I think is really cool. Yeah, I mean, the project is kind of on hold at the moment. I can't really afford the PCBs. This is the 4G one. All the routing stuff. Everything's routed. Oh yeah, I updated it. So that's the debugging interface for the SIM card adapter. It's yeah. But yeah, PCBs. I mean, the Wi-Fi version without the 4G, still with the SD card slot and the trackpad array. Yeah, I mean, it's on hold. Everything's pretty much designed. Code-wise, it's all pretty much there as well. Yeah, I struggle to afford it. I don't want to get into it too much. I don't have a job really. All I'm doing is just designing loads and loads of different bits of technology. I will try and release some videos about everything I'm doing. There's just so much to go through, but thank you for watching. Have a good day. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.